Welcome, everyone. Hey, the question we're gonna find out today is who's gonna stay undefeated the longest, and can Joe Burrow cap hold up for the Bengals to even survive the next couple of weeks? Oh yeah, speaking of injuries, I know y'all seen that boy Chubb, man. It's looking bad. Production crew,
Mm.
man. Bless me, production crew. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you may be watching this. This is your super biased sports show, the place where a fan can be a fan no matter how biased their take is. I'm one of your hosts, B Rob, and I'm here with my guys. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves.
What up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's Cowboy Nation. It's all about the stars. Your boy T-Time here. Do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Let's go.
And it's your boy, the Bonnet, the Guru. I hate to say I told you so, but I'm not.
Look, man. Hey, look. It's good to see everybody in good spirits, except for myself. Season is not starting well for my boys. But we already know that, man. It's looking rocky for myself, and it ain't looking too good for a lot of teams around the league. But good thing about the NFL, it is a long season, and we're in the early stages, so anything can happen. We literally in any given Sunday kind of league. But it is good to see that my AFC East, my NFC East guys, look, the conference is looking strong. The conference is
Best division
looking
in football.
strong.
Best division in football.
We've been saying it for the longest, forever, but
I don't know. I ain't gonna go there.
Are you trying to debate it? Because y'all not looking too good. Y'all the teams
No.
the teams that we said were the best in your division
I'm
are the
going.
worst.
Listen, the reason why I'm gonna say it's not because the level of competition is a lot different that we play opposed to who you guys play. Think about it.
We whooping on the AFC.
I'm talking about. No. It's not a we thing. The Giants lost to the Cowboys. That's in division. And then beat the Cardinals, who we expect to be going after Caleb Williams, one of the worst teams in football.
I said that from the get-go that the Giants was losing that game.
And
I
on
said
the
the Cowboys are
opposite
going to beat
side,
them at home.
on the opposite side, we got Washington committing pass interference on a 2-point conversion, right? Okay, and then I don't know how they won the first game, but shout out to Eric Bieniemy. Yeah, exactly. Like,
what?
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I mean, look, if it's looking like this for you guys mid-season, you know me. I'm probably one of the most unbiased fans out there. I'm gonna keep it a stack. If it's looking like this come mid-season and we go through like who the teams play, yeah, I give you guys the props. But yo, it's way too early to be just crowning a division. Like,
I ain't crowning
this
it.
guy.
Well, look, I will say this:
Super Bowl or bust, and we could crown ourselves.
Yeah, no. He's speaking from a different kind of mindset. All right, remember he drinks on the side of the street, right? I'm just playing, guys. If you guys are watching, he does not drink. All right, I'm just let me put that disclaimer out there. But yeah, like I was saying, I will say before we even get into like the menu of the show, I'm surprised with the Washington Commanders, man. They actually look good. It's not even that they're winning close. They're winning close games.
That defensive line is stupid, bro.
They look pretty good, and Eric Bieniemy is doing what he wanted to do when he was the offensive coordinator in Chiefs, but Andy Reid wouldn't let him. He's running the ball, and it actually looks good. So I'm excited about to see just see how the season unfold, because I need my boys to bounce back. We're gonna talk about it later in the show, but I need my boys to bounce back. But to the chef of the show, what is the menu? What's the first thing on the menu today? I don't even think the chef got the cabinet open yet.
I wasn't even there. So the first thing, let's get it all with it, is Dallas versus the Jets.
Okay.
Dallas, was that a big win for Dallas?
All right, now that I got that done and over with. Was it a big win? I'd say so. I mean, we beat what everybody now pre Dallas versus the Jets game. This was a stocked team. They had a really top ranked defense. They were great. Once Dallas beat them in the way that they beat them, well, y'all beat the Jets without Aaron Rodgers, blah, blah, blah. Aaron Rodgers doesn't play defense. They were fully healthy on defense. We played them to perfection. And, people are like, well, the offense didn't score. 3 points is better than 0 points all day long. So as long as you're putting up points at the end of each drive, I'm good with that. So to me, I think it was a big win because, again, we put up, we beat them 30-10. You know what I mean? Like they were out of it from the beginning. So to me, I like it. It was a solid win for us. And now it's on to the Cardinals. These have been like tune-up games, and I like them because we're going to hit a stretch real soon in our schedule with the 49ers and different teams like that where we really got to be able to, be clicking. So to me, yeah, was it a huge win? No, but was it a good win for us? I definitely think so, especially because after week 1, there were so many question marks about our offense and the play calling and how things were going to look. And, we did our thing. So I like it. Solid win for me.
Yeah. Just to the topic, I wouldn't say it's a big win. It definitely is a good win. Sure. I wouldn't say it's a big win. Yes, prior to the game, the Jets, they have this ranked defense that everyone is aware of. And only thing I can say, yes, Aaron Rodgers does not play defense, but we know what it's like when you have a quarterback that would keep an opposing
defense fresh
off the yeah, right. So I think
my
the
only
team
pushback on that though is that offensive line is still garbage, no matter.
Oh yeah.
And if the Bills were getting to him without Von Miller, our defensive line would have been eating up Aaron Rodgers. So
yeah.
That's why I say it would have been we probably would have still beat them.
Oh, I would definitely still have you guys beating them just because that offensive line is garbage. But I mean, like I was saying, we've seen quarterbacks with some horrible offensive line sustain drives and at least to keep the defense fresh. I'll point back to the NFC Championship game last year. We know San Fran defense, although the Eagles defense looked as good as it did, we know that the San Fran defense was probably the better defense that game. But because they were on the field so much and the offense couldn't produce, eventually they broke. So I won't say it's a big win, but it's definitely a good statement win because if you think about it, when Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets, the league probably the way they schedule you guys first 3 games, they could have either went 3-0 or 2-1, right? Where everyone had you guys slated to beat the Giants, and then because Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets, they had them as Super Bowl favorites. They would have had you guys slated to lose to the Jets and then beat the Cardinals next week. So then when Aaron Rodgers go down week 1, hey, that's unfortunate for the Jets, man. At the end of the day, it's a part of the game. I'm dealing with it myself. When it comes to my team, and a loss is going to be a loss every single day. A win is a win every single day. So at the end of the day, when I say big win, no, but it definitely sets you guys up to be 5-0 before you play the Eagles or the Bills, one of the two. I got to look at the schedule, but you guys definitely could go undefeated before you play because you guys got the Cardinals, then the Patriots, and then I think
49ers.
The 49ers, right. So you very much could be 5-0. 4-0, I think, by the time you play San Fran,
49ers,
which is beautiful because you're going into a game for a team that just beat you guys 2 years in a row in the playoffs with a lot of momentum. So you go and get a win there. If y'all got to play them again in the playoffs, it don't feel the same as when you guys were losing to them in the playoffs.
You get that monkey off your back. You get that monkey off your back.
You get them off your back. You get them off their back. Yeah. So it's definitely set up for you guys to go undefeated before you play San Fran. And honestly, if you guys could pull that off, I know Bill Belichick is going to be tough, but if you guys could go undefeated and then play San Fran, and beat them, that's going to bode well for y'all in the playoffs because y'all might have to see them again.
Oh yeah. But we ready. We ready.
Yeah, I say the I don't want to say it was like a crazy good win, but it was a good win. And like he said, every win is a good win. Don't care how you win,
Yeah.
you get a
Yeah,
W.
yeah. You can't control somebody else's injuries.
Because the way there's a bunch of teams that we thought that was playoff teams right now that are 0-2, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's
right.
That's a fact.
And then speaking of that, one of the teams that's 0-2, these dudes. I don't know what is happening. The defense is
don't know, bro. I don't know,
bro.
I don't know how this is possible.
I'm happy they put enough points, so I'm good. But
that's the thing. But look, we already said with Kellen Moore going to the Chargers, their offense was gonna click. They've scored over 50 points in the first 2 games, and somehow they 0-2. The real question we really should have had the topic is Brandon Staley getting fired? Like
it's the makeup is there.
No, if they don't make the playoffs, he's getting fired.
You know what? I would push back and say if they let's look at their schedule real quick, right? So they got the Vikings up, they got the Raiders, then they got the Cowboys, the Chiefs, right? That's their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's their first 6 games.
Yeah.
They, with the way that they're looking, the fact that they just lost to the Titans means that Minnesota could definitely beat them. I'd even say that the Raiders, if they get lucky, could beat them. And I'm definitely taking the Cowboys over them. They could start off 0-6, and the Chiefs. That's 0-6 right there.
Yeah.
And their schedule don't get much easier after that. So it's like, if they start off 0-6, I think dude got to be going, especially after what happened in the playoffs and all of that.
You don't think that they can't beat the Raiders though?
If the Raiders get lucky, like he said,
because like you said, because I think the Vikings can and will beat them.
Yeah.
If they lose to the Raiders, they very much.
Thanks for that pick.
6-0. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me know.
Hey, look. I changed my.
You did good last week.
I changed my pick seconds before kickoff. It was wrong last night, so. I might say it here on stream, but I'll switch like that.
Not to go off topic, but you have 40 this week.
Yeah, but I'm in 3rd. Keep it a stack. All right,
I'm still there. I'm right there too.
Like my boy Blueface said. All right. Okay. I'm in 3rd. Like don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted.
He said Chargers beating the Vikings and the Raiders. That's debatable. I think debatable. The Raiders definitely, but this is what I was getting at. I wasn't saying that they will go 0-6, but if they go 0-6, then I think a coaching change might be in there, and especially if the offense is still putting up points.
Bro, if the offense is putting up points, you got to fire him.
That's what I'm saying. And then they're set up for Kellen Moore to take over, which is probably what their game plan was.
Let me ask you a question. If you Kellen Moore, do you take over as head coach, or you still rock out as the offensive coordinator?
No, he's taking. That's all he ever wanted. That's what he wanted.
I feel like it's a whole different. It's a different responsibility once you become that.
But think about it. He's been interviewing to become a head coach for the last 3 years.
That is true. He just ain't been getting the job.
Exactly. So it's like
you're right.
It's an offensive game, and all the different things. So it's definitely possible. It's crazy to see this though, because honestly, they haven't really put up the numbers that I thought they would. They put up 36 against the Dolphins, which I thought that game would have been a little bit higher, but it was a shootout. And then they only put up 27 against the Titans. So it's like it'll be interesting to see what happens. I pictured them with
but that's
Moore and Herbert,
that's still
40
50
plus
points though.
That is.
That's still 50 points, bro.
Dallas put up 40 in one game though.
I mean. Yeah,
but
I mean,
defense score. Their defense ain't scoring.
Like we talk about points. Yeah, I'm about to say. Points is points, but it's different when your offense is producing them. Like it's a little different. It's a little bit different.
That is true.
But like I don't know, because if I'm not mistaken, right now, the Chargers, I think they have. If we just going off by stats, I think they got a top 6 or 7 offense in the league. Right? They got over 700 yards total as a team in the first 2 weeks. Now they're not the Dolphins, who almost had 1,000, who is like running track field teams out there every single play. But
Right.
think about this. If I say names and you knew nothing but the name, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, J.C.
Yeah.
Jackson,
It
Asante
should be
Samuel
unstoppable.
Jr., highest paid
Boy.
safety, Derwin James. That's 5 players. You got 2 players on the line, 2 players at corner, and 1 superstar studded safety. And you don't get no stops. You
Yeah.
have another team put up 30 plus points on you. That's a problem. And your offense is keeping up with everybody they're playing. Brandon Staley, you might get fired, my boy. You might get fired, my
Yeah.
boy.
It's definitely possible. It's definitely
Yeah.
possible.
He said Dallas offense have scored over 50 points. Field goals happen because our offense has got it. No.
That's
Field
a
goals
fact.
definitely happen. Yeah, field goals
Yeah.
definitely happen. Nobody said that
That's-
Dallas haven't scored over 50 points.
Yeah. No. Hey, we clicking. Like I said, I take 3 points over 0 points all day long.
Yeah.
Our offense been looking efficient. Yeah, we got to figure out the red zone, but I'll take 3 points all day long. 3 points is going to get you closer to where you want to be, especially when you got a top ring defense and you're doing your thing. So this is crazy. What we got next though?
All right, next up. Let's see what is next on the list. All right, here we go. This is the
Yeah, you know what it is. It's that New York Giants, baby. Yeah, you know what it is.
Boy,
Yes,
so thirsty.
sir.
Boy, so
Yes,
thirsty. Yo, he's
sir.
so
Yes.
thirsty. He didn't even take the photo down. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, shit, I forgot about
right.
the photo. My bad.
Look
yo,
at-
he didn't even take the photo down. This boy is.
And it's a perfect segue because look at what Deuce said. He said 49ers versus Giants is blowout number 2. Yes, it is. So
Giants is
they about to
losing that
deflate.
game.
They about
It's
to
not going to
deflate
be
your
a
life real
blowout.
quick.
It's not going to be a blowout, I don't think. Mainly because Brian Dable, I believe he's just going to take over play calling again. We literally seen a huge difference.
Yeah.
We seen a team score, 31 points in a half?
Uh-huh.
And then when we had our OC calling, 0 points in a game and a half.
Right.
No,
But let me
you're not
ask you, let me say this. Y'all have 26 reasons to get blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have 26 reasons to get blown out, and y'all don't have 26 on the field.
Danny Dimes is about to
That's-
channel his. He's about to be on his Josh Allen.
Look,
He about to rush for 250. Watch.
I just
now
want to know.
we're losing against 49ers.
But you have 26 reasons to get blown out.
Hey,
He's not lying.
he's not playing, and that's okay. And what did I say when he went down in that game? I said, take the next game off, at least the next game off. And that's
Taking at least
exactly
3.
what's happening. That's
Taking at
okay.
least 3. Hey,
That's
him and Joe
okay.
Burrow might be in the
I'm
same
Okay
book.
with that.
Before
Before
we go into depression, talk to us about your comeback victory though.
Yeah. Let us know about that, bro.
Run
Well,
us through your emotions.
I called what was going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and I literally said they need to have Daniel Jones on the move. He's not a pocket passing quarterback as yet.
Mm-hmm.
He could throw some stuff out the pocket, but when he throw it out of the pocket, it's like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because he sees something down the field that's a possibility is open, so he's gonna gun it.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, he gotta be moving. Literally, most of those passes, he was moving, play
Dots.
action, roll
That's the
out,
dot.
just
Dot.
got it. Before the pass get there, a dot. It was a dot. Okay.
That boy was calling
That's
a
a
dot
dot.
on the snap.
That's a dot. Like,
Yeah, sure was.
that's
And
a dot.
they just played different.
Yeah.
They
that's
just
a
played
fact.
different. The defense actually started to play. And not to mention, yes, it is the Cardinals, and the Cardinals want Caleb Williams. So the owner probably went downstairs at halftime and was like, what are y'all doing?
Exactly.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
I ain't
We're
gonna
not
lie.
doing
The way they looking, they gonna get Caleb and Marvin Harrison because the Houston is 0-2. Like, ooh, it's looking dangerous for them. It's looking dangerous for them.
Giants, I'm just happy we got the W because I did say we were gonna go 3-6 in that span,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna make our push. But woo,
Y'all push for what?
well, we Super Bowl, not playoffs. We don't play for playoffs. We play for rings. We play for chips. That's what
I
Giants
respect it.
play for.
The Cardinals.
Well, you said y'all play for like Lay's chips?
Nah, championships.
Oh,
Not
it's
shoot.
it's been a minute for y'all. All right, so y'all got 49ers. That's an L.
Mhm.
Seahawks.
That's enough.
If y'all
No,
just
no,
split
but
Not
it
they
with
can
the
enough.
beat.
Cardinals,
No. They can beat the Seahawks. They can beat the Seahawks
They
We beat them
could.
last year.
all
Because
right,
their defense been kind of mid right now.
that is true. All right, now keep in mind Saquon is out for 3 weeks. They projected, so that at least takes y'all to the Dolphins game.
That's a
I
wash.
had us losing.
That's another
That's a
40-0. Like
No. I think at some point the Dolphins' offense starts to temper off a little bit. Like, it's a lot of teams that's hot right now that are going to temper off. It's a
no,
long
that's a
season,
fact.
so
That's
I
a
don't
So
fact.
think the
right
Dolphins are
now,
going to put up 40. Like
So that
right now
puts y'all
that's
at
3 and
1
5.
win.
3 and
Three.
5.
2. Nah, 2.
No, 3-5 because he said he got them beat. They already beat the Cardinals. He said he got them beating the Seahawks, and then you said you got them beating who else?
Who's the team
Nah, that
after
was
the?
two. No, that
It's
was two.
2,
That
but
was
who's the team after the Dolphins?
The Bills.
the Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
and I
beating the
had them.
Bills.
They definitely beating them. Easy.
So Saquon is coming back, and y'all beating the Bills.
Saquon coming back. With Saquon coming back, Dabo going back to where he started from. Okay.
So y'all
Bro,
gonna
you
be
don't believe
3.
that. Stop it.
Okay. The way
So
they're
y'all
about
gonna
to
be
play,
3-3 by the time y'all get to Buffalo.
and that's what I meant to say. 3-3, not 3-6. 3-3, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
And then y'all gonna break 500 and beat the Bills.
No, that's where we become 3-3.
No. You would be because look, if you lost to the Cowboys, you beat Arizona.
Oh
you
no,
would do
he
your-
right. He right.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's the 6th game. I'm sorry. I was saying
Yeah.
3-3 with the because he said they was gonna win. That's my bad. So y'all gonna
I
be
know.
2 and 3
2-3
when we
by
play
the
them.
time-
Yeah.
okay.
And y'all gonna even up y'all series. I mean y'all season. Y'all
And
gonna
then
be
we taking
500.
off from there on. And we're taking off
Y'all
from
not
there
being
on.
y'all not being the Commanders. Not
Okay.
this version.
All right. We ain't looking back. We taking off.
I respect it. No, y'all definitely can beat the Commanders, but y'all ain't been looking like y'all can stop the running. That boy the enemy. He got them boys running.
Yeah.
Got them boys running.
All that crying they was doing about how hard he worked, and now look at him.
Look at the results. Sam he don't look bad. He don't look bad.
I could see this Giants Buffalo game ending in a tie. Like I don't see
Oh,
the
fuck.
no, I ain't gonna say that, but I don't see Buffalo. I don't see the Buffalo Bills just beat the Raiders, right? So
Yep.
let's not act like they just beat some like top ranked team. So
we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. Because when it came to the Cowboys, y'all beat.
We didn't beat. I didn't say we beat no top ranked team. I said we had a good win, not a huge win or not a big win.
You did.
I said, I said we won big.
I'm reading the comment section. That's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not me. I mean, to me, it was if it was Rodgers, then it was a big one.
Do you? I don't know. The Raiders is leading the division.
That is true. I'm just saying that.
Right?
This is how I look at it. I compare that victory, right, is comparable to the Giants and the Cowboys game.
That's
like
fact. That's a fact.
I talked as much as I did just because of the bye.
No. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You do your thing. Yeah, we know.
So that's why that game wasn't a big win. It was just like, wow, we put a 40. So that's how I look at it. I'm not saying it's not a good win. I'm just saying it's not enough for me to say
Garoppolo
that they're like,
it's the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl.
Stop.
Garoppolo looks like a bum. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Garoppolo garbage.
Yeah, the Garoppolo. Garoppolo looks like a bum, bro. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was a good win for the Cardinals, though. Okay, Brady. I mean, for the Buffalo. Okay.
After their first series, they packed the boys up.
Yeah.
And they put them in the bag.
Packed the boys up.
What we got next? I mean, I don't know if we even commented on the
So since we were talking about Giants and Saquon out for 3 games, there's another running back who career could possibly be done, and that's that boy Chubb. Woo!
Yeah, man.
It's rough. Sorry for those fantasy owners.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's all I gotta say on that. I'm just happy Saquon. At least he walked off on his own.
Bruh, stop.
He had a little help.
No. You started it wrong by saying, I'm just happy. You don't say a somber moment.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it was
we supposed to we supposed to take a moment of silence because this man's career could be over. He goes, but at least on my team, he only hurt for 3. Like this man,
I'm just happy as not. Okay.
Listen, Chubb, if I'm not mistaken, it's the second time he done had an injury to this knee. And, I don't think that the hit was intentional, but that doesn't mean that the hit wasn't a dirty hit, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think he was trying to injure him. I don't think any of that, but it still ended up being a dirty hit. Just like I don't think the kid from, never mind, I'm not going to say that because he actually – the kid from
not the Buffaloes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. He meant.
I thought you was about to say. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was about to say something way further left with what happened at the Patriots game with the fan. I thought you was gonna say that.
No.
What happened with the fan?
That's something he would say.
I know you see when what's the name put in the chat about the fan.
I'll just say this. R.I.P. to the fan because they got into a fight.
Yeah.
And
let's say this. Yeah.
It should never get to that point.
That's a fact, yo. It should never get to that point.
It's never that serious. And now
one
person lost their life and one person lost their freedom.
Yep. Eagles fan group. I'm sorry. That's where it probably would happen.
But no. I'm not. Listen, it's crazy. You gotta remember the Patriots-Miami rivalry has been a real thing. It's like a real rivalry. They have real hate for the Patriots just because of Tom Brady and them. We do send our condolences to the family. Yeah. No one should be able to go to a game that they love, that they've been doing for over, I think the man has been going to games for over 20 years or something like that. And ultimately lose their life. Like it should never be to that point.
Never that serious.
It's never that serious.
I don't care if you got money on it. I don't care about none of that. It's just not that serious. Like it's a game.
Never that serious. It's a game where we can't control the outcome. Literally,
it's like we literally are sitting here watching. Whether you're in the stadium or at home, we're sitting here watching. We have no contribution to the game whatsoever. Talk your junk, all of that, and it may get heated. You might throw a drink on me. Cool. But it never should get to the point where we throwing hands and now potentially somebody lose their life. And it's crazy to me that this happens because if you've been to a stadium, you realize it ain't even enough space to walk, let alone to be fighting.
Like
to be fighting. I'm trying to excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
You hitting other people. You hitting other people.
Especially if you're going to a game that you know is dang near sold out. Like, nah.
And at the beginning of the NFL season, all the games are most of the time sold out.
Especially
that's why I get in-row seats, bro. I try to get in-row seats whenever I go to a game because all that.
See, I always try to get edge.
Yeah.
That's
what he's saying. End of the
row. Oh, okay. I thought he said in-row seats.
Oh no, not in the row.
But is Nick Chubb? Is Nick Chubb done for good? It seemed like it.
Yo, do we even know the severity of it though? Because I think there hasn't been. Yet. I know he's out for a season, but we haven't. And that's the scary part.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we know. It's
gonna be swollen for a long. It might be swollen for like a week
before they can even go in.
Yeah, And matter of fact, even if they get MRIs in the next few days, who knows what it's going to be like when you actually go in the knee.
Well, it says, it just says that he's undergoing surgery on his left knee after suffering a gruesome injury. So
gruesome.
Yeah.
They didn't even call Aaron Rodgers gruesome.
Yo, I will say this though. The speed, medicine has evolved, bro. Because the speed at which these guys are getting to the operating tables is kind of ridiculous. Like before in the past, you had to wait till a certain amount of swelling went down. Yeah,
they get carted off the field to the surgery room.
Like Aaron Rodgers, it just took 2 days because he had to fly to the place. That's why.
Yeah, he flew to
That's
Cali.
Because he wanted the best of the best. That's the same dude that did Kobe's injury too.
Yeah. Like, but not like to like make it a funny moment or anything. But like, soon as the injury happened, it's like the surgeon is already on speed now on his way to the stadium. Like
hold up.
Right. And the owner is like, yo, just use my office, okay? Just use my office.
Hey, they like, hey, I got the check ready.
I got the check ready.
They're saying that what's there? I'm hearing rumors that Aaron Rodgers might be back for the playoffs if they make
it. For the playoffs, if they make second week.
It's definitely.
I'm like, yo, that's crazy. ACL.
No, Achilles.
Sorry. Because oh no, ACL was. But you remember what's his name came back from the ACL in what, like 5 months?
No. He had a AP had AP didn't have Achilles. I meant ACL. I think he had a.
He came back the same year. So 5 months, and he was.
I think it was 6 months.
Nah, it was crazy.
I know. What's the name came back in the same season. Cam Akers that 1 year.
No, Suggs came back in the same season too. Because it happened preseason and he came back that season. Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, it was his ACL, December 24, 2011. Yeah.
Oh, but he came back by the next season.
Yeah.
He was back by the season.
It wasn't a full year. Right.
Right. Nah, but ain't nobody beat Cam Akers though.
What Cam Akers did? I thought
he came back.
Cam Akers, he had he ruptured his Achilles in camp and then came back by the playoffs that same year, 192 days. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous.
So,
but there's probably different levels of it though.
I see why. Yeah, it's probably different level. I see why Aaron Rodgers think that he could probably come back.
Yeah. But the bet. All right. Let me not say that. The funny part about this though is I've had in Dynasty, I had Jerome Ford. I picked him up, and these dudes been hitting me up about him over and over again. And I'm like, at one point I thought about trading him, and I'm like, nah, like Chubb does get injured. I didn't think it was anything like this, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to him. Now I'm like, if you want him, you gotta give me a first. You gotta give me a first.
I bet you already top six, like thirds or something.
Yes, he did send me like a third or fourth in a player, but I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. Yeah. He's already ranked top 6 in fantasy running backs, and he's only played that game. Like he didn't even get no snaps in the first game. So I'm like, nah, I'm rocking with my boy. So but overall, prayers up for Nick Chubb.
That's how I am with Trevor Lawrence. I'm rocking with my boy. He's sitting in that bench. If I don't get a first, he back where I drafted him.
Yeah, you could be like AJ and have like 6, 7 QBs.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's a little wild.
That's wild.
Then I was like, what?
That's a little wild. I don't know what he doing.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, next on the docket, let's do this one. Which team will be the last undefeated team standing? On this list that I'm looking at, I could tell you the first that's going to be gone. Falcons Saints a buck. Falcons Saints a buck is, but my team that I think.
Yeah, but have you looked at the Bucs schedule?
I was just about to say that.
I'm about to say because
Nah, but hey,
think of what is hey what?
Bucks is winning that division now. I think I
Nah,
can say
man,
that
nah.
confident with confidence.
Falcons is winning division, bro. Think about it. The Bucks are about to play Philly this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they about to play. Yeah, Philly on Monday. It's a doubleheader Monday, and then they play the Saints. Then it's a bye week. Then they play Detroit, bro. They about to lose next week.
Who is that?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Philly better
But
watch out.
okay. But let's
Yeah,
look at
they better, but
the Falcons though. They got the Lions, the Jags, and the Texans. Those next two could be losses.
they could beat the Lions though.
They could.
They have more chances of beating the Lions than Bucks have been beating Philly.
Yes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can. Hey, Bijan, I don't care. Just continue getting over 100 yards rushing and
That boy
50
is
yards
cooking,
catching.
bro. That boy is
I'm good with
cooking.
that.
That boy is cooking. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie, man.
bro.
It's cooking. Man,
That
it's
Well, you
trade
know
that I
what, though?
made,
Nah,
the
he
third round to
definitely
get
is
the
cooking.
third.
yeah. That man is cooking.
Came
That
up
man is
good.
cooking. Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
But
these
that-
bottom three teams is going to be knocked out of this eventually. One of these teams is going to
In
because
the bottom
the
three.
Falcon or the Buccaneers play the Saints, and so
Exactly.
one of them is going to be gone, and then the same thing with Atlanta.
Yep.
Washington, they're going to take an L soon.
Yeah, but I mean, they play the Bills. They might take.
We
So
all
who-
here said
what-
the Bills are probably last in the league, so not in the league in their division. So
Oh, geez.
they got to get there somehow.
That's funny. It's really hard to say who's going to be the. I mean, me,
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
take
two
Dallas,
teams.
but
I'm gonna say two teams.
mhm,
Two. San
Wow.
Fran and the Ravens.
the
Is that
Ravens.
your fan?
Nah. I said that the Ravens was gonna do what they're
'Cause
doing
look,
right now.
Look, the
They
Ravens.
just ain't throwing like crazy.
The Ravens are gonna play the Colts.
W.
The Colts ain't no, but it's definitely a W. And then they
That's a
got
W.
two divisional games back to back: the Browns and the Steelers.
I mean,
Browns don't
out
got
of those
Chubb
two,
right now. No.
yeah, but they got Deshaun Watson, who looks terrible.
Yeah,
He
but
looks terrible.
Browns got and Ravens are still injured on defense. The Ravens are still injured on
Steelers?
defense.
Yeah, but Steelers probably would be the one, but after they the
Yeah.
Steelers, they ain't losing that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, then
remember,
at that point they running.
games is different, bro. The divisional games is different. They go either way. Look at what Cleveland and the Steelers just dealt with. Could go literally,
Yeah.
you know.
All
So
right,
what team
San
you
Fran.
have?
I got what's the name? Right, I got the Dolphins. Up
I
until
didn't even
maybe
realize that the Dolphins was there.
I got the Dolphins.
Mhm.
I think they beat the Broncos. I think they're gonna be too much for the Bills, and not too much as in they're gonna blow them out, but too much as in they just got too much speed on the field. And then who knows?
Yeah, Mike.
But
Your mic was just.
do I sound normal now?
No,
No,
you're
it's like-
good. It's just popping in and out.
Yeah.
Did it again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just did it.
Hold up.
You might have to disconnect it and reconnect it.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Trey.
Um,
Who's San Fran's schedule?
No, I was actually just looking at.
Oh.
He made me click over to the Dolphins, and he kind of right. I mean, the Dolphins can go 1, 2. I mean, until Philly is probably the biggest test after Buffalo.
Yeah.
So
And they
Dolphins
beat
could
Philly.
definitely.
They beat Philly.
San Fran. So that's gonna. San Fran got the Giants, which we're gonna call that a W. They got the Cardinals, that's a W. Then they got Dallas. That's gonna be a tough game.
Yep.
And then it's the Browns, the Vikings, and the Bengals. And
I think
Bengals
Dallas and San Fran is in the same boat. They gonna go into undefeated till they face each other.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a
One
great
comes up.
game. Can't
Yeah.
wait to watch that game.
I'll say
I
this:
can't.
if that's the case,
Just
if we
for
both
football?
go, yeah, and if we both go undefeated up until that game, I mean, this
You're
statement could
okay with
stand true
that
even
if
if we
y'all
don't.
dog.
But if
Where is that game gonna be? In Santa Clara or Dallas?
that's in Dallas,
It's in Dallas.
if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
No, y'all
No.
playing them
That's
in
It's
Santa
in
Clara
it's in
Monday
San
night,
Fran,
Sunday night football.
and I'm with that. I'm all for that.
That's gonna be tough. But
I'm for it. But you gotta think about
every
it.
time y'all
Dallas
play them,
and
it's tough.
Cali, like that, we
Every time y'all
beat
play
out
them.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Every time
I think that right now, depending on how that game goes, like one of those two teams could definitely be the representative for the NFC.
Yeah.
I'm still holding true that my top three teams in no order in the NFC is Dallas, Philly, and San Fran. Those are still my top three teams, but that matchup right there can really show what either of those teams is capable of. So it's going to be interesting. But my
I'm
homer
not gonna
pick is
lie.
Dallas, but my real pick would be Miami. Out of this list would be Miami to go the longest with being undefeated.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be crazy if they go undefeated. Only
I
team to
feel
do
like-
it would be Miami.
I feel like Fox is optically rooting for Eric Bieniemy, bro. They got the logo, the W right in the middle. I got a feeling that they just want Washington.
Bro, that
to
would be crazy.
If the Washington Commanders go out and beat the Buffalo Bills, but you can't tell
Yo,
nobody.
Jason, I know
Eric
Jason
Bieniemy.
probably not here, but I'm coming to your house and I'll bring some tissue for you, man. Washington football team. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nah, that would be
I know
sick.
you ain't talking, bro. Y'all just
We
tired.
didn't lose to them. We didn't lose to them. Didn't lose to them. I don't know what else to say. We didn't lose.
Yeah, buddy. That's hilarious.
Yo, this man is wild.
That's funny. Hey, I gotta dip out, but y'all keep going. Definitely a
man
good
is-
show. I'll holla at y'all.
All right.
Peace.
All right, man. What's our? I think we only got about what? One more topic, anyways.
And that's your topic, man.
This is a tough topic for us guys, and it sucks that we got to end the show this way. I mean, not necessarily end, but it sucks that this got to be the last topic of the show. My boy Joe Burrow hurt. I'm not even gonna say yet again. It's just he re-aggravated his calf. It's not looking good for him. And like that boy Shannon Sharp said, he have not seen a player get healthy while playing in the season. So my confidence as far as Joe Burrow, I don't think he's gonna play Monday night versus the Rams. If he's not out there Monday night versus the Rams, there's very much a good chance that the Bengals will start 0-3. At 0-3, I do not have us making the playoffs. I'm just keeping it a stack. At 0-3, we'll probably
I got a tough road ahead.
Yeah, at most we went to 6 to 9.
Well,
games.
last year y'all rattled off 10 straight.
Yeah, but we started off 0-2 and got a victory, took an L, and then we started to roll again. But at the end of the day, that was last year when Joe Burrow wasn't hurt. We don't know what it's gonna look like. It ain't been looking good for my boy, and it's a possibility he might sit out Monday Night Football. And honestly, I can deal with the junk talk for a year and for an off season. I can handle it. If it means Joe Burrow comes back healthy and get an off season, proper off season, and actually start off good.
Do you think that he should have, like what Chase was saying, come back in game 4?
Nah. Only reason why is because is good, and as good as Joe Burrow is, he's one of them quarterbacks. He's just like Tom Brady. He needs them reps, right? He needs the reps, so that way he can get his internal clock and timing down with his releases and the routes that his wide receivers is running. Once that gets going, the entire game slows down for him for the rest of the season. But until that gets going, you're going to see Joe Burrow be very pedestrian, especially when he can't be mobile. One thing about Joe Burrow that's sneaky good, he's a mobile quarterback. He ain't going to run for...
Right.
He's not going to be Daniel Jones, but he's very mobile.
What Shannon Sharp say? Sneaky fast. He's sneaky fast.
Exactly. So if
it's
he
like,
can't
wait, whoa.
that, it's kind of like little chinks in his armor. And it's one of the things, like, I talk my junk.
Like Pat
But I realize when the man is down, I'm just have to take whatever is being shot at me and call it a day, because I would rather see Joe Burrow sit out and people talk junk than him get like an Aaron Rodgers injury, and then we having a whole nother conversation.
Because his other muscles is gonna start to get affected for overusing itself.
Right. So it's one of them things where it's just like, I'd rather see a healthy Joe Burrow and deal with all the other stuff that comes with it after the fact. But because we've seen it when he's healthy, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and literally he has
easily top three.
Yeah. But all I know is right, and I'm ready to defend my
what's coming
to the end of the times. Even if Lamar Jackson wins the division, I'm just letting y'all know he has not done it yet when Joe Burrow has been healthy. Because ever since Joe Burrow has been drafted,
it's not his fault.
Ever since Joe Burrow, okay, I don't want to hear, because when I said the same thing, ain't nobody care about what I was saying. Ain't nobody care about what I was saying. They're just worried about Lamar being hurt and Joe Burrow winning the division, and they say it's because Lamar was hurt. I'm just letting y'all know, Lamar Jackson has not won the division since Joe Burrow has been in the league. The Steelers has won it, and the Bengals twice. Okay, so until then, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. All right.
Nah, I get it.
Don't want to hear it.
I totally understand. I respect it. So I'm gonna show this real quick. It's the pick'em.
I was just about to do the same thing, my boy. I got the screenshot. You want me to upload it?
I got the thing right here. The whole.
Nah,
list.
That one don't look. That's not the pretty. That one not pretty enough.
Hey, this is the picks. It shows everything. But yeah.
Look at this one though. Look at this one. Hold on. Let me let it load.
And I got the sleeper too. I pulled up the sleeper.
Oh, I was about to say, what happened? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I wonder why it's acting crazy. Now let me upload it. Go ahead, give me a spill though. While it's uploading, give me a spill.
But like the turnaround, because last week I was like 8-8, was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is me right here. I don't know 2020.
Yo,
hey,
show your next show week 3.
I almost went there. I almost went there. I was like,
I should have said it a little bit differently, bro. I should have said it a little bit differently. I was close. I was close.
Like, wait, no, it's about to show everybody.
Yo, but look, check this out. This is the better picture right here. All right. Now, as y'all can see, that boy Joseph McLeod, he's in first, right? Now, look, this ain't gonna sustain that long, right? Because he only got
Joe is first.
Yeah. He only got 30. He only submitted 31 picks, while everybody got 32 picks. Eventually, it's gonna balance out, and he gonna drop down. He's only up there because he's picked one less game than everybody else and got one game more right. But by the end of the season, it's gonna balance out for him. You don't want to miss picks. Whatever you do, you don't want to miss picks.
That man, Braun Lowe,
bruh. Yeah, he might be done for the. He might be done for the year. He might be done for the year. Because that's 6-10 is tough to come back. We know that's tough to come back, right? But yeah, as you can see, Steven is in second, Pedro is in second, third. So those will be technically the top 3 winners if it ended today. You see me, I'm in second, fourth. And you got Tea Time in fifth, second, fifth, and then it's 2 people holding down 6th place, and then it's 1 person, Bugs, holding down 8th. Then you have Eddie holding down 9th, and then you see the 2 winners, people at 10th, and then that boy Brown Lowe holding it down at the bottom of the C. But yeah, man,
for the remaining.
yeah. So yeah, this week though, I win 100 points. What are we talking about? I win 100 points. What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then.
Did you? So how you got 1 less than you? That's weird.
Who got 1 less than me?
No, that you didn't go 100. You went 90. Is it?
Is it 90?
That's week 1.
That's week 1. So it's 10 points per game. I got 10.
Mm-hmm.
I got 10 What's names right. Am I right?
No. Nah, something off.
Let me see.
Because I didn't go 100 last week.
Let me see what
Let me
they
go to
name
week
or
2.
what are they naming that. That's what the real thing is. We gotta see what they're naming that.
See, week 2,
I
had 80.
so I got a total of 190 points total.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this week I went. Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this week I got 100 points. I got 1, 2,
No,
3,
yeah, you did.
4, 5, 6.
Because I'm looking at it now. And last
7,
week you
8,
had 90.
9, 10. Yeah.
And last week you had 90. But that whoever Stefan is, boy, his picks
Cooking.
this week was on point.
Oh yeah. Facts.
I was looking, I was like,
that man
jeez.
only missed 4 picks this week.
I was like, jeez.
4 picks. That man missed 4 picks. And I'm mad because, bruh, I had the Steelers picked all week.
Bro, I thought I had the Steelers.
Browns
Remember,
at the very last second.
I told you Steelers at the what's it name? The bowling
I
alley.
know.
I thought I had the Steelers.
Bro, I already had them too, and then I switched it.
I'm like, geez.
I backed out my own pick, bro.
Well, yep.
But yeah, hey, you got any closing remarks, man? What anything to look forward to, people to look forward to, or anything?
My closing remarks is the Giants are probably gonna lose. If we win Thursday, Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. That's the guarantee. But
ain't nobody tell you nothing different, right?
I don't see it. But I do appreciate
the Rams. If Joe Burrow's not there, I don't see us beating the Rams. If he's there, I still see a tough time of us beating the Rams. Rams don't look bad right now.
I think Joe Burrow playing through it. He gonna play through it.
But we playing Aaron Donald, bro. That's the scary part.
I still remember who was it last week? Was like,
Geno Smith. See, that man seen Aaron Donald coming through a stunt off the middle. He said, "Oh my God!" and threw the ball like. Geno Smith is a
how
gem,
fast
bro.
that was, though.
Yes,
that was crazy. That man Aaron Donald moved like
he moved. Yo, that man is different, bro. He's different.
Mm-mm. All right, but yeah. That's all I got. The bottom is tapped out.
Yeah, man. I thank you guys for joining the stream today. Don't forget, we'll be streaming every single Tuesday, recapping the week in the NFL and updating you guys on the Pick'em League to see me win an NFL jersey again. So, and all we're going to do is focus on who's in second and third place. But until then, man, we're going to see you guys next time. This is the Super Biased Sports Show, a place where a fan can be a fan. Literally no matter how biased their take is. I'm one of your hosts, B-Rob. I'm here with my boy Bonnet, and we are out. Peace.